Hello, hello, welcome. I hope that you guys can see me and hear me. I tried something a little different with the setup this morning so that I could schedule it so you all had the link, but I'm not sure if it actually works. So please let me know if you can hear me and see me um, in the comments. So I've got you guys up on the screen. I can see your comments, but let me know if you can hear me. So for those of you joining me for the very first time, welcome. My name is Denise Cox. I am the heart and hands of Birdsnest Designs. And tonight I am here with you to show you how I create on the fly. Okay, I'm seeing some comments come in that you guys can hear me, you can see me, lovely. Okay, wonderful. It's always tricky when you try and learn something new, right? But I was told this would make things easier. We'll see. I'm yet to determine that. All right, so welcome everybody. It's so nice to see you here with me tonight. It is like fall is in the air here in Saskatchewan, and so I am so inspired to create a fall card with you guys tonight. And just yesterday, I picked up my order. I finally got the product of the month for August, the beautiful Harvest Glow Designer Series paper. It takes so long to come to me, orders to come to me. It's like close to 3 weeks. It's really quite crazy. So anyway, I just got the paper. If you are new to Stampin' Up! Or you don't know what I'm talking about, the product of the month is something they released a few months back, where if you spend $100 on an order, here in Canada anyways, $100, you can add the product of the month for $7 to your order. And it's always something exclusive. It's only available while supplies last, usually around that month. But this time, oh my gosh, you guys, they blew it out of the park. This paper is so beautiful. I couldn't wait. So I picked up the order yesterday. I opened it all up, and tonight we're going to make a card creating on the fly. So what we're going to do, if you're not familiar, is I've got some supplies picked out. I actually have a card that I made previously that we're going to kind of rewrap, and we're going to create this together on the fly together. So I want you guys have your hands on your keyboards because I'm going to ask you guys some questions as we go, and I'd like your input as to how we're making this card. So for those of you who are here live with me, you get to be part of the decision making, and for those of you who are catching the live, you get to see how all the fun unraveled. All right. So anybody in the comments already seen this beautiful Harvest Glow Designer Series paper? It is spectacular. And if you haven't seen it, you can check out the link in the description through my shop, and you can see the paper there. But I'm going to show it to you in living color in just one sec. All right. So again, thank you so much for being here. Today is Wednesday, August 26th. It is 8 p.m. here in Saskatchewan, and I am here ready to craft with all of you. So let's turn the camera down. All right, you guys, I'm going to show you this beautiful paper. All right, so it's Harvest Glow is the name. You do get 2 of each sheet that I'm going to show you, and it is 12 by 12. What I thought was really kind of interesting is that it's single-sided. Stampin' Up! Doesn't do that very often, and this one is one of those ones. So here we are, we're single-sided, so you don't have to worry about not being able to cut or use one side, because this way you can use them both. So can you see how pearl, like, I don't know, what do you want to call it? Like pearlescent? I don't know. It's so stunning, you guys. So there's page 1. Oh, lots of you already have it or ordered it. Okay, this might be my very favorite piece of paper. I love this one. Look at that beautiful colors. Oh my gosh, I am a huge fall fan. So I am already full fall and ready to get creative. I love the pumpkins. Then we've got some beautiful, almost like watercolor looking acorns. Again, it's got that pearlescent finish on it. So pretty. And then this one here is a great pop of fall colors. And then this one, oh my gosh, as soon as I saw this, you guys know what I thought of? Wedding cards. Oh my gosh, I think this would make spectacular wedding cards. I just love how subtle and neutral it is, and that pearl, oh, so fun. Okay, and then this is the last sheet. So remember, you get 2 of each. So for here in Canada, it's $7 when you want to add it to your $100 order. All right, now don't miss out, because August 31st is quickly approaching, and it'll only carry over if there's supplies left. All right, so tonight we're going to create using some of this paper. We're going to use a design that I made previously. I did something a little different with some pink, some Barely Blush. I made a thank you card. Now I have a bunch of thank you cards I need to make for customers. And so I thought, what is the best time to do it? Why not do it live with you all right now? We're going to make some fall theme, of course, and we're going to have some fun. So this is the layout that we're going to use, kind of the design. And we're going to stick with that same stamp set. So this is one that's coming up real soon. You guys will be able to get it next week. Simply Leaves, and it does come with this beautiful punch. I love a punch. They're so fun. So that's this bundle. That's our new product today. And then why not make a second one? You guys know I love to craft from my stash. So I pulled out the Amber Autumn designer series paper, Amber Autumn stamp set to use. Actually, it's a bundle. It's got the dies as well. I was very, very sad to see that I must have gotten rid of my Gently Falling. I must have sold it in one of my retirement sales, and I can't believe I did that. However, we're going to use Amber Autumn. If you have Gently Falling, this would be spectacular. Okay, so let's get crafting. What I did is I pulled out some colors that are in this designer paper. So we've got some Cajun Craze. What is this color called? Golden Glow, Pecan Pie, and Early Espresso. They also have Crumb Cake in the mix. So these are just card bases that I already have. I have a stack of card bases here. As I cut one, I put the other in here. And when I remember, I come and grab them out of my little collection here. So that's a little storage tip that I use. But anyway, I've pulled out these 4 colors. I don't know which one we're going to use yet. And then I've just got some layers in the same coordinating colors. And I thought Very Vanilla would be really striking with this as opposed to white. So we're going to use that today. Okay, so you guys, let me know in the comments. We're going to make 2 cards. The first one we're going to make is with Simply Leaves. What color card base do we want? Cajun Craze, Golden Glow, Pecan Pie, or Early Espresso? And then on the reverse, what do we want for Amber Autumn? So pick 2 colors. While you guys are doing that, I'm going to start trying to decide which patterns I want to use. So I think for one of them, we definitely need to use my favorite, the pumpkins. So we're going to use the pumpkins for one of them. And then I think we're going to use the pumpkins for maybe Simply Leaves. And then for the pumpkin one, what are we thinking? I think maybe this, let me just see here. Just trying to get this all sorted out here. Let's see. I think we'll use, I want a little bit of pop of color. So let's go with this one. Okay, so we're going to use, it's a hard decision, you guys. It's such a hard decision because the paper is so pretty. We're going to go with these 2. All right, Kathy says Cajun Craze, Pecan Pie. Ooh, Jackie says Cajun Craze and Early Espresso. Okay, looks like Cajun Craze is definitely a fan favorite. So keep those comments coming. Right now what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this first layer here. So I'm going to cut where I use the gingham paper. So that's going to be 3 3/4 by 5. So I'm going to cut both of these papers. I'm not even like sad that I cut into this paper because it's so beautiful. I can't wait to use it. I love it. It's so pretty. I wish that we could get more than one, but I'll tell you, I'm so grateful for the one that we were able to get. All right, so there's that, 3 3/4 by 5. You guys probably can't see this because my desk is kind of situated funny, but there we go. Okay, so I've got my pieces cut to 3 3/4 by 5. Okay, we've got Cajun Craze, Pecan Pie, Cajun Craze, Early Espresso. All right, let's go with these 2. Okay, don't forget, these are only the bases. We're gonna add in some colors. All right, so let's go ahead. This one's not scored. So usually, yes, I absolutely usually score my card bases, but for today, we're just gonna fold it in half. and go old school, and we're going to use our bone folder to press that crease. Okay, so we've got Cajun Craze and we've got Early Espresso. All right, so now we've got these two pieces of paper. I already can tell which ones I want to use. I want to go like this and like that. What do you guys think of that? Aren't these spectacular? Okay, so that to me looks really wonderful. However, I do want to add in another layer. So let's go. And seeing how I shared my storage for my card bases with you guys, let me just show you where all these little pieces came from too. These are all cut, well, most of them except for this one, 4 by 5 1/4. And I have a little basket here that I just picked up at the dollar store. I have them sorted by color families. And again, when I have scraps, I cut them down, extra layers, and then this is at the ready when I am ready to craft. Okay. So I love this one. That one looks spectacular. Let's go with that. Now this one, with our Cajun Craze, we could come in with some pecan pie. We'd have to cut it down, but what do we think of this? I think this is going to be too close. I don't know. Something's telling me this isn't going to be the right color. Let's see. Nope, I don't like that. Okay, no pecan pie. I think the crumb cake is going to be the same. It's going to be kind of washed out. Yeah, no, don't like that either. You know what I think it's going to have to be, guys? I think we're bringing in Early Espresso again. Yep, look at that. Isn't that wonderful? Okay, got it. All right, keep those comments coming, you guys. All right, so now that we have the layers sorted, our next thing we want to do is add some ribbon. And so, of course, we're going to use Honey Glow because, oh my gosh, is that not so gorgeous? I love this ribbon. All right. I need a drink of my coffee. I made a coffee right before I started the live, and then I had some technical gremlins come out, and so I got a little sidetracked. So bear with me. Coffee and crafting go hand in hand in my craft room. All right, so I'm going to use some tear tape. I'm going to take a piece of ribbon and I'm going to wrap it across the front of my card. Not my card, my designer paper. We need some scissors. All right, I'd love to know. This is honestly how Denise designs cards. Okay, it's on the fly. This is how we go. So I'd love to know how similar we are in our design methods. Okay, so let's put our ribbon here. And we're kind of making these cards simultaneously, although at some point we are going to have to do one at a time because the stamping and such will be a little different. So we're going to use the same color ribbon. And again, we're going to put this ribbon, it wants to curl this way, so let's let it. We're going to put that ribbon across here. Like that. Okay, so now we have those pieces. We can go ahead and we can do our layers. Now, oh no, I thought that was too close. Okay, Jennifer says, yesterday I made a Thanksgiving card that took me 3 hours. I kept playing with colors and die cuts. I just cut and then I glue. I just add things until I like it. That's my motto. Okay. So we're going to glue this one, this beautiful paper. So sparkly. We're going to put this on our Early Espresso. Like that. And then we're going to grab this one. And we're going to put this on our Golden Glow. Okay, so now that those are done, let's go ahead, let's get those right onto our bases so that they are nice and tidy and out of the way. This would make spectacular Thanksgiving cards too. It's so pretty. I just can't get over how pretty it is. Okay, so there is our 2 card fronts started. So we've got Cajun Craze with Early Espresso and Early Espresso with Golden Glow over here. All right, so now if we look at the card, now here's kind of where my sketch brain goes. So what I see is like a cluster here with a banner, kind of, you know, that's kind of what I visualize with the bow. So we're going to recreate something similar, although it's not going to be the same. So let's put these up here for now. Now on one of them, and you know what, I thought I knew which one, but I don't know actually. So one of them we're going to use Simply Leaves, and one we're going to use Amber Autumn. So leave me a comment, which one do you want to use with this pumpkin card? Do you want to use Simply Leaves or do you want to use Amber Autumn? Leave me a comment. In the meantime, I'm going to get some colors out here and I'm going to get some stamps on blocks. So I think we've got some Cajun Craze, Early Espresso, Pecan Pie, and our Golden Glow. Scissors. Now I did come out with some bling too. Okay, so we want to use the pumpkin card. We want to see, okay, I'm seeing some comments here. Wendy says Simply Leaves. Gail, Amber Autumn. Jennifer, Amber Autumn. Kathy, Amber Autumn. Okay. I'm going to just have one more sip of my coffee here. Okay, so it looks like the votes are in. Thank you everybody for taking the time to type in your little answer there. We're going to use Amber Autumn. This is our stash, our retired stamp set. I love this one. You guys, I love everything fall. We're going to use Amber Autumn here on the pumpkin. And then we're going to use Simply Leaves over here on this beautiful foliage. So let's go ahead. And since you guys picked this one first, let's start with our retired one, which we don't usually do. So I'm going to just grab a scrap piece of paper here. And I'm going to pull out my... So I have so many retired stamp sets that I've changed the way I store them. So I bought these clear envelopes. They're quite thick. They're Avriel storage envelopes, and I just put my stamps so they go in like this on the back, and then my dies, put them in together, and it saves so much room on my shelf, and they're really fun to flip through too. So that, in case you're wondering what has she got there, that doesn't look like our stamp case. All right, so I want some vanilla. All right, so we're gonna stamp. Oh, what do I want to do? Do I want to do the acorns? Or do I want to do, oh my gosh, do I want to do the acorns or the pumpkins? I think pumpkins, we probably should go with pumpkins, don't you think? Yeah, I think so. Okay, I just answered that myself. Okay, we're going to use Early Espresso for our ink. Now I do have this already mounted on a paper pumpkin block, it looks like. Okay, I ink this up. Now it is a clear, or not a clear, a cling stamp, which I don't use all that often because I don't have that many left, but they are wonderful for these great details. All right, so there, oh my gosh, you guys, like, you can't see that. Isn't that beautiful? I need to move my workstation up a little further so you guys can see what I'm doing. Okay, so there is our most gorgeous pumpkins. All right, now, while that's drying, I'm going to just grab my snips. And I'm going to do a quick cutout of this because there's, oh, you know what am I doing? There's dies for this. I forgot there's dies. Here, we don't need to cut this. We can do this. See, I really don't mind fussy cutting. So sometimes I even forget we have dies, but here we are, we have dies. So let's use those. It'll make this go so much quicker. All right, so we're gonna line this die up. If I can get it to line up, what's going on here? There we go. Okay, So I'm just going to put my Post-it tape on so it stays in place. How many of you guys have this from, I think it was last year? Maybe it was even the year before. No, I think it was last year. So I'm just running this through my die cut machine. Okay, now while I was over there at the die cut machine, I came up with a really great idea. So let's, that's what I do. I come up with these ideas. My brain goes faster than my hands when I'm creating cards. And next thing I know, we're creating all over the map. So hold on for the ride. Here we go. All right, so there's our pumpkin, all cut out, stamped in early espresso, die cut out. Now, I was going to color this with my blends, but you know what? I'm going to actually pull in my beautiful shimmer brushes. So we've got my goodness, Golden Glow. We can use that. And then we might even use just a little bit of our shimmer brush. And then we'll pull in some Wink of Stella and our crumb cake ink pad. Not crumb cake because I don't have it out here. We'll use pecan pie. It's okay. That'll work just the same. All right, so let's go ahead and with our Golden Glow, we're going to take this beautiful shimmer pen and we're just going to highlight. I'm not even going to color them solid, I don't think. So I'm just going to highlight these pumpkins. Okay, or one pumpkin. I was out in my garden this afternoon on my lunch break and I have this pumpkin and it's bright orange already. It's not very big, but it's the only one that grew on this whole huge vine and it's the only pumpkin. So I don't know. I've never grown pumpkins before, but I have one really bright orange pumpkin. Okay, so there's just a little bit of our color. Like I said, I'm not even going to color the whole thing. I'm just kind of adding a little bit of scribbles like that. Okay, so that's what we're going to leave that one as. Then I'm going to grab my, actually, you know what? We're going to do two. We're going to do two that color. Let's do, can you guys still see what I'm doing here? If you don't have the shimmer brushes, don't worry. You can use your any kind of colors. You could use your blends. You could use Stampin' Write markers if that's what you have. You could use watercolor pencils. Oh my gosh, the possibilities are endless. Blender pens, whatever. Just get some color on these. It's not about the products we're using, right? It's about the process and having fun and being creative. So just grab whatever you have. And there we go. All right. There's our pumpkins. Now we're going to pull in our Wink of Stella. I don't know if you guys have seen this trick before. I haven't done it in a long time. But we're going to grab our pecan pie and I'm just going to squish this a little bit because I want some of the ink to go up on the lid. Yep, just like that. And then I'm going to grab my Wink of Stella and I'm going to make sure it's got some glitter coming out. Yes, it does. And then I'm going to rub it in here just like I would on a blender pen. And then like that. Now this, we're going to just color this one. So now we've kind of turned our pecan pie into a shimmer brush as well. So if having all the shimmer brushes is on your wish list, but maybe not on your budget, because, you know, I do believe that they're probably going to come out with a whole bunch more of them, then this is an alternative that you can use in the meantime. You can use a Wink of Stella with your colors, and just like a blending brush, you just keep adding the ink. And then when you're done, just until it's gone, just like that. So tell me, have you done this trick before? Is that new to you, or is that something you've done many times? Okay, so this brown one, I'm just going to add very faint over the whole thing, just like that, kind of coloring the whole thing in. Oh my gosh, this is fun. Okay, now let's close this pecan pie for now. And oh, you know what? How about this? What's this color gonna look like? Crisp cantaloupe. Yeah, that could be fall too, couldn't it? Let's go ahead and color in some of these leaves with our crisp cantaloupe. I'm glad I've shown some of you guys a new trick. I love it. So one way you can stretch your supplies and use them. Okay, let's just add a bit of color to these leaves here. Some of these fall leaves. We've got that. Okay, now we're gonna need some green. So we're gonna use, this is a bit dark, but it's okay, we'll make it work. This is the Peaceful Pine. All I wanna do is around like the corn husks here, just a little bit of green. And maybe these little vines up here. Green I find always kind of grounds your focal point. So like if I'm looking at something and thinking, man, it needs something, it needs a color, it needs a touch of something, a lot of times it's green that it's looking for. So just having this little touch of green. I'm not being fussy about the lines. This is gonna look so cool when we're done. Okay, so there's that. Now for our stems, I'm gonna use green on the brown pumpkin, but then I'm gonna go back to that little trick. Oh, Carol, I love that you do that often. You know what, I haven't done it in so long. Okay, so let's grab a little bit more of the pecan pie here. And then we'll just color it in here. Okay. Oh, that one got a little bit dark. I don't know, what if can we take some of it off? Not really. That's okay. It's a dark one. That's all right. It's fine. Now the corn shouldn't be white. So let's just grab a little bit of our Golden Glow. And again, I'm not coloring every kernel. I'm just giving it looks like peaches and cream. I'm just kind of like, there we go, adding a little bit of color to it there. All right, so there is our colored image. What do you guys think of that? That was fun. Yeah, so it's lots of sparkle. I don't know if you can see it in the camera, but lots of sparkle with our shimmer pens and our Wink of Stella. All right, so then if we look at our card that we were basing this off of, it's kind of got this cluster here. So we can use that as our kind of our cluster. Now on here, do you guys want to get a little carried away with me? Let's go ahead and cut out a few of these flowers. They're not flowers, they're leaves. Let's cut out a few of these leaves here because we can. So I'm just going to cut out a couple. Actually, you know what? Yeah, I'm just going to cut out a couple of them. Let's just see how they're going to look. So let's cut this out. Okay. Oh, they're stuck in there. Let's grab this. Oh, I forgot about this guy. Okay, so this is the thing. On this set, I don't know if I like it or not, but it is what it is. You can have this little middle piece stay in, or you can pop it out. But if you want it to stay in, you got to be very careful. So, I think, I don't know. I'm a fan of having it in there, so we're gonna leave it. But we do need 3, so I think let's go with. Let's go with another one of these Cajun Craze ones. Okay, now we've got our leaves. Like I said, we're stamping on the fly, so none of this was ready ahead of time. Normally I would have things like this cut out for you guys, but when you're stamping on the fly, you just never know what's gonna happen. It's like one of those books. You remember those books when we were kids, Choose Your Own Adventure? You got to choose which way you were going to go in the book. That's how I feel like when we do these stamping on the flies, because who knows what's going to happen. Okay. All right. So here is our pumpkins. Do you guys like the pumpkins just like that, or do you think they would look better on a circle? I'm thinking a circle would be lovely, but I don't know where a circle is off the top of my head. But maybe a circle. Let me see. What do we got? We've got the 2 3/8 circle punch. What if we just punch that out of some vanilla? Bear with me. Let's try this out. And if we just pop that in behind, and then we can put this on some bumpets, and then it kind of has that, I don't know, what do you guys think? Do you like it with the circle or the no circle? A vellum circle would be pretty. Okay, well there's the circle if we like the circle. If we want the leaves, I don't know. Do we want leaves? Maybe we don't even want the leaves. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, when I'm doing the video and when you're commenting, there's a bit of a delay. So now I'm just catching up on the comments. Carol likes it with the circle. Kathy, you said like that. We have some kind of some leaves coming out like this. Leaves like that. I don't know. Leaves. We could even flip them. No, we can't flip the leaf. It looks funny. The leaves look funny if we flip them. They look flat. Okay. I don't know. Maybe this leaf can go down here. There's some ideas for leaves. I don't know. Maybe not the leaves. What do you guys think? Maybe we should just leave the leaves off. Let's come back to that. Right now, what we're going to do is we're going to cut out a banner. And our banner, I want to be in Golden Glow. We're going to use our banner punch here. This larger one. Oh, I should have done it. I forgot that we're using cling. Okay, we're using cling stamps. So I don't know if our thanks is going to stamp on there nicely, but let's try. We might have to stamp and then cut. Oh yeah, okay. Not a big deal. We'll just do this way. We'll go thanks. And then we'll grab our banner. We're gonna stamp the thanks in there. Remember, I'm making thank you cards, so I can't forget to put the thank you on the front. Okay, I'm saying no leaves. Kathy doesn't like the leaves. We like the circle. We're gonna have a bow. Don't forget the bow. We're gonna have this little banner down here. Maybe we'll have the banner. Maybe we'll move this whole thing up, have the banner up here like that. And then let's grab our ribbon. No leaves. Carol agrees, no leaves. Yeah, they don't really match. It's such an elegant card. The leaves are kind of cutesy. They don't really complement. So we're not going to use them, I don't think. Okay, we're going to take this ribbon. We're going to tie a nice little bow. Circle's hard to see. Okay, well, let's try what else can we do there. Yeah, it doesn't really stand out, does it? What if we did, I don't know if I want to add more of the Golden Glow, because I feel like that might be a little bit of an overkill, but what if we grabbed some crumb cake? Oh my gosh, you guys just see the mess. Let's try crumb cake. What about a crumb cake? Kind of like a moon, like behind it like that. The thank you coming like this. And then our bow over here even. The bow doesn't even have to be like in line. It can be just like that. What do you guys think of that? Oh, you can't see it again. I've got this too far down. There we go. Oh, I think I like that. Heather says no circle, you lose the pumpkins. Hi, Alexina from Nova Scotia. Nice to see you. Different color circle. Okay, well, we can keep trying. We've got crumb cake. I think this is going to be too dark for Cajun Craze. bow and our little thanks. Okay, so there's it with Cajun Craze. We're gonna have to just come up with an idea. What do you guys think of the Cajun Craze? Wendy loves the contrast. You know what? When I look at it, I think too. I kind of do. No to Cajun Craze. Okay, well, we're gonna try one more. If this, you guys, we're gonna have to make a choice because we're gonna have to move on to this other card. That one wins it for me. The pecan pie, I love it. I love the pecan pie because it ties in with the ink there. And I think it's contrasting from the colors here. I think if we add in early espresso, it's going to be too dark and it's going to be too close to this. So Kathy says no bow. Don't cover the sentiment. Okay, well, we can put the sentiment down here. Do you guys like it better down there? Maybe we go over here and we put the bow here. Somebody said no bow. Oh my goodness. I love the bow, but anyway, okay. Pecan pie is much better. I agree. Okay, let's cut this bow. Sentiment lower. Okay, you guys, we got so many different questions going on here. All right. Okay, there we go. So now, at the bottom and no bow. Okay, so we could put thanks down here. We can have a bow. Lots of you said no bow. So maybe we don't want a bow. I don't know. I don't like thanks up there. I'm not a fan. I like clusters. That's my preference, but I'm asking you guys. So no bow. Good. No bow. Okay. But now do we want our sentiment down here? Or do we want our sentiment in the middle? Lower or middle? You guys let me know. In the meantime, I am going to get this all put together. So I'm going to glue our pecan pie circle. And I'm going to kind of stick it down kind of like this under the ribbon. All right. And then we're going to get some bumpets. We need to have bumpets on our creation here. Okay. I got a lot of bumpets. I got a little carried away there. Okay, let's see. Let's see what the comments have here. Yes, at the bottom, no bow. Bottom, no bow. Low, low, low. No bow, low. I like the layout. Maybe put the bow at the top. Low, sentiment lower and lower. Okay, looks like lower is the winner. So I am going to kind of drop this pumpkin a bit so that this is kind of like almost like a full moon in the background. Okay, now our thanks, you guys wanted it in the lower part, so we can put thanks down here. We're going to put that on bumpets too. Lots of bumpets in Denise's. Jody says yes, bow. Okay, let's see. All right, let's get everything else situated here, and then we'll see about this bow. Okay, there is the front of our card so far. Now, to me, I still think it needs a bit of texture, but sometimes I get a little carried away with my cards. I'm sure you guys know the feeling. Sometimes you just like keep adding things, as I said. But what if we did decide to add this bow? We could put the bow over here on the side. You know what? Over here, it does. It looks way too busy. Now, what if we made it even smaller, like a teensy bow? You guys are probably thinking, Denise, no bow. Just no bow. Okay. How about this tiny little bow? We'll cut the tails just over here. I don't know, you guys. There's just something about these bows. I love bows. Okay, tiny little bow right there. I can't mail it with a bow. Or we can put a tiny little bow right here. Okay, so left or right on the bow. Then we're going to move on to our next card. Okay, let me just tidy this up a bit. We're not going to need any colors on the next card because it's a stamp and a punch. So we can put these things away. All right, I'm still seeing comments that the bow makes it too busy, so maybe the bow just can't be on there. The funny thing is, you know what? We all see things a little bit different, and there's no right or wrong way, right? It's crafting. So we do whatever strikes us that day. If I'm honest, one day I probably would have the bow, another I probably wouldn't. So it's all dependent on the day. So anyway, there's the too busy. Okay, I'm seeing a lot of people saying it's too busy, but if they would put it on, they would put it on the right. So you know what? I'm going to actually leave it off for now, and we're going to come back to it at the very end and see what we think. Okay, there you go. No bow for now. Okay, back to our other card. This one is probably going to go a little quicker because we don't have any of that coloring. So where's our card? Here it is, buried over here. So there's our card. Remember what we had chosen for this one. We're going to grab some more vanilla. Here's some scraps that we started with that last card. And we're going to use the Simply Leaves stamp set. So this is a pretty basic stamp set, but I love that it's fall, of course. I love the patterns in the leaves. I love that you can stamp leaves and just put the veins on them. And I absolutely love the sentiments and the font that they've used here. So that one paired with the punch, this was definitely one that I had to have. So we're going to go ahead and I'm going to stamp Cajun Craze. Where'd the Cajun Craze go? Okay, well, this is going to work. So we're going to use Cajun Craze. Oh, my dogs just opened the door and helped themselves to come in. So, all right, there is leaf number 1. And we're going to grab Early Espresso, I think is the ink we're going to choose. And then I'm going to grab these dotted veins. And we're going to stamp them on the leaf. Isn't that cute? I just love this. I think they're so cute. Okay, so we're going to put that leaf there. And then maybe we're going to do, I think we're going to do 2 leaves. But here's a thought. We're going to do 1, 2. What if we took this little polka dot leaf? Can you guys see that? Oh, Carol, that's a really cool idea. Carol says, what about a knot instead of a bow? That might work too. We'll definitely have to come back to that one. Okay. Oh, you know what? I was thinking this was, okay, well, we'll try it. I was thinking this was Cajun Craze ink, but it's not. This may or may not work. Nope, that didn't work. I don't like that. We're not even gonna, that's just nope. Don't like it. Okay, back to the veins. We're just gonna put veins on these leaves. See, sometimes you try and sometimes you fail, right? This to me, I'll just share it. That's a definite fail. I don't like that at all. I don't even know, as much as I'm a polka dot fanatic, I don't even know if I really like that polka dot on there. I don't know yet. Anyway, we're gonna go back to that. So here's our large leaves. I don't know how we're gonna place them yet. And then we've got this small leaves. So there's 2 small leaves here. There's one that just kind of looks like this. It's got the veins in it. And this one that is gingham. I think we're going to do the gingham because it's cute. So let's grab that with our Golden Glow. Oh, see, I forgot. I'm switching ink pad styles and I just about landed that ink all over me. Okay, so we're going to stamp this one. We're going to stamp 2 of them. Aren't those cute? Oh, I just thought of something, you guys. Bear with me. I just had a really cute idea. So my Birdsnest Stampers team, my team of demonstrators, we have bi-weekly challenges. Twice a month we have a challenge. And the first challenge we have for September is a color combo. And it's actually Golden Glow, Cajun Craze, and pretty peacock. And so I just thought, you know what? What if we added a little bit of pretty peacock into this card? So I got the ink off that one. What do you guys think of this? Ooh. Oh, it's so cute. Okay, let's just see what it looks like. We don't have to do it. I love the plaid too, Heather. It's so fun. Okay, now unfortunately, there is no punch for the leaf, the small leaf, just the large one. So we're just gonna have to give these quick hand cut. Fussy cut these guys out. Thankfully, they're a leaf, it's fairly easy. Just remember, turn the paper and not your scissors, except for what I just did there. Okay, so there's one. And then what do you guys think of the peacock? Pretty peacock color in there. It's such a nice complement for Cajun Craze and this golden glow. But I thought it would be a fun kind of color to put in there. So what are you guys thinking? Do you like this, or do you want to stick with traditional autumn and not have pretty peacock in there? I'm going to cut them all out just in case, because, you know, we seem to be a little indecisive, or I should say I seem to be a little indecisive on this end this evening. Okay. All right, so here we are. There's our leaves. So we have these great big leaves. I'm going to call them great big leaves there. And then we have these smaller ones. And they can kind of go like that. And then we could even have this pretty peacock one kind of stuck in here somewhere too. Now, for this card, that's not necessarily how we're going to do it. But let's go ahead and punch out of vanilla our banner. And for this one, we're going to use the photopolymer stamp. So I am confident that I'll be able to hit this onto the banner. I just love the font they've chosen. It's so cute. Okay, now this could go right across here. No, I don't know. Something is going crazy. Okay, where's our bow? We need a bow. This card definitely needs a bow, you guys, because it's not as busy. The images are simpler. There's not as much detail, so I do think this one definitely needs a little something. So some texture, some pizzazz, let's say. We're gonna just add our leaf, like, or our bow like that. Plus, I just love making bows, so there we go. Okay. So on my card, if we look at our pink card over here, our Barely Blush, we can kind of recreate very similar to that one by having this leaf. And then it looks like I staggered that one like that. Now we can take our bone folder and we can curve our leaves upwards a little bit. Okay. And if you want to, you can even curve a little bit back, give them some texture, and then you can stick those leaves in here. Okay, just curl, give them a little bit of a bend. Okay. All right, so now we've got kind of our three little leaves, our two larger leaves. We can put our bow here, and then our thanks down there. Or we can do what I did up here. We can put thanks across here. What do you guys think? I think it's really quite cute, and it's very simple. So we can try that one. You guys let me know what you think. The other thing, I just had another thought. What if we did it more like that? And then had, maybe I was get the feeling there was maybe too many leaves. I think the first way we had it. Okay, we're gonna just do it. This card, we're just gonna go with it. We're gonna take Bump It. Kathy says perfect. Great, I'm going with that, Kathy. Okay, we're gonna put this single Bump It on the back of our leaf here. And then we're gonna take another Bump It and put it on the back of this leaf. And we're gonna stagger them. So I'm gonna follow the same kind of layout that I did in my Barely Blush card over here. Only we're going to use the 3 leaves. You guys still with me? Okay, so we're going to, we don't even need to put that underneath the ribbon. Put that there like that. How did we have that? I don't remember how we had it now. Oh goodness. The first way, you guys, now I forgot how I had it. Oh my goodness. Okay. Oh, dude. Normally when I'm crafting on my own and I get something positioned just the way I like it, then I take a photo with my phone so that I know how to get it the same way the next time. Anyway, we're gonna go like this. Okay. And then where did I have this blue one? I don't feel like I had it down there. That feels too off balance to me. Did I have it up here? Maybe just like that? Do you guys remember where I had this? Excuse me. That blue one. To the right of the golden glow one. So like here. Is that where I had it, Heather? Like that. And then, perfect. Okay, thank you. Now we're gonna put this one there. So I think I do actually want to tuck that under there. We're gonna put a Bump It on this one. Okay, good. I'm glad you guys remembered because I didn't. Okay, so now we have our leaves all tucked in where we want them. We can go ahead and put our bow on. And I think for that one, we're gonna want to add a glue dot. Right here, okay. And that can go right there. So it does cover this bottom leaf, but I'm okay with that. It's okay, it's kind of there, it's in the background. So cute. You can cut these tails a little bit. Just like that. Now if you want, you could stick a little glue dot. Right under here, just to kind of like hold this in place. Because it's going to drive me nuts if the stems of the leaves are popping out. Okay, so we've got that in place. Now we'll take our thanks, and that can kind of go right across there. Is that where we had that? Oh my gosh, it's cute! What do you guys think? That, and then we'll use our some adhesive there. This can come on like that. Okay. What do you think? Do we like it? Similar, very similar to the pink one, only a completely different colors, and check it out. Look how different they look. Isn't that phenomenal? I absolutely love, this is what I love about sketches and crafting from your stash, is you just never know by switching out just a couple of things, how different and awesome your card is going to be. So here is our cards for tonight that we created. There's my sample original one. We didn't really decide on the bow. I don't know. We could do a knot, but I think the knot might be also too much. Let's just try it. I won't cut it just in case we don't like it. All right, I'm going to have to cut it so we get the full effect here. I like all the thumbs up. Thank you guys. If you're liking tonight's video, please subscribe if you haven't already. Hit those like buttons, the thumbs up, the hearts. It all helps YouTube spread the word about my channel, and it helps to get other people to come and watch our videos as well. No, you know what? I don't like the bow. I don't like that. I think I would rather have nothing. I don't know. We're just going to leave it. There's nothing. Okay, but we do need some bling. So before we go anywhere, we're going to add some bling. I grabbed 3 because I kind of thought these, what are they called? The antique pearls would look really pretty with this. But then also we've got some color. So I definitely think for this simple one, the simple leaves, we're going to come in with these colorful ones. And I think we can use the Cajun Craze. I believe that's what color this is. And we can go ahead and add a few of these blings, matte style blings. There, and maybe, you know what? I said it the other day. I don't always just use 3. Sometimes I do 4. So there we have it. There's our Simply leaves. So this one's coming up. If you love those leaves like I do, that one's coming out in the catalog in September. And then for this guy, we can use we can use these guys, the in color dots. They've kind of got like that pearlescent look, or we can use the antique pearls. I don't know. I do think some color would be nice. We did do good. I agree, Jennifer. The cards turned out very nice. So let's go ahead and use some Golden Glow. They almost don't really stand out, if I'm being honest. It's kind of nice and subtle at the same time. Anybody else feel like sometimes you just struggle to make them look like you place them randomly? Oh, there we go. We're just going to stop there. Okay, there we have it. There is our fall creative session. We've created these 2 very different cards, but same layout, same consumables, really. We changed up some cardstock. We've got same designer paper, same ribbon, and just use some stamps that are very, very different. So Simply Leaves from our newer stamp set, and then we use the Amber Autumn here on our Craft From Your Stash. So I hope that you guys enjoyed tonight's session. Thank you for spending an hour of your evening here with me tonight. I really appreciate each and every one of you. I love reading your comments. It makes me feel like you're right here in my room crafting along with me. So thank you very much. If you're catching the replay, thank you for watching. Please leave me a comment. Let me know you're watching. And comment along. Even though the card's already made, let me know what you would have chosen if you were here with us live. So thanks everybody. I hope that you have a wonderful evening. I will be live again next Wednesday. I'm going to do Wednesdays at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time for the next few weeks to see how that goes. So stay tuned and tune in to my channel to watch. And if you haven't already subscribed, please do. Remember, if you want this Harvest Glow designer paper and how pretty it is, you do need to get your order in while supplies last. So it's the product of the month for August. If you spend $100, you can add this beautiful paper to your order for $7 here in Canada. And it's available while supplies last. So it could go beyond August. It all depends on how many they have. So Don't miss out if it's something you love. If you have something similar in your craft stash that you love and you're going to use, that's awesome too. There's never any pressure to buy anything. It's just I love to show you the really, really pretty things. Okay, so you guys have a wonderful evening. Thank you so much for being here, spending some time at Birdsnest. Don't forget to check out my blog when you have some time, createwithbirdsnest.ca. And I will be back again next Wednesday at 8 p.m. See you then. Cheers.